This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Great to have you with us on WKYT as we get this Wednesday off and rolling. I'm Bill Bryant.
I'm Rebecca Smith. It's Wednesday, February 10th.
And now, coming up on 6:30, a Central Kentucky restaurant is raising money to help send police officers to our nation's capital. They'll be going there to honor one of their own.
A Nashville family says a hoverboard destroyed their home and nearly killed their children.
And the Kentucky Wildcats kept the Georgia Bulldogs on a tight leash in a blowout win at Rupp Arena.
No surprise here, more snow in the forecast, mainly during the morning hours. Afternoon will start to dry some things out, and that lasts for a good while. I'll show you how long that lasts coming up.
And another round of snow and another round of school closings this morning.
We are up to more than 100 closings and delays on WKYT.com this morning. That includes some districts in central Kentucky. There is no school today in Jessamine and in Scott counties. There is school today in Fayette County. Now this morning the focus of the weather shifts to the extreme cold. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is live in Lexington for us with a look at how some of the roads are looking and how people are staying warm out there.
Good morning. Yes, it is bitterly cold out here. You know, during these live shots, we sit in the car in between hits and we come out here and do our live shots. So we're outside for a couple of minutes throughout the morning. And, you know, it's so cold out here, but then it gives you a perspective of the hundreds of people who are homeless in our town. And with that in mind, Jenny Ramsey created the Compassionate Caravan. And what that is it's a way for them to go pick up the homeless people and bring them here to the community and on Winchester Road just to keep them warm through these bitterly cold temperatures. Jenny says she's received over 1,700 tips to the tip line about people that they've seen out and about in these cold weather. She said they've received more donations than ever before, and she's so appreciative. And she asks that if you see anyone who's out and about in this cold weather to please call their tip line. You can find that number on our website at WKYT.com. And guys, it is so cold this morning, and as you're out there getting ready, just remember to bundle up and keep those children warm as they wait at the bus stops this morning. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
It looks cold. You can track snow along with the latest traffic with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download it for free in the app or Google Play stores.
Simple and easy to do, and also very convenient. Now, a WKYT breaking news alert out of Knox County in southeastern Kentucky. Crews are right now working to knock down a fire that has sent 4 people to the hospital. This is happening on Sea Mills Road north of Barberville. A mobile home caught fire about an hour ago. Crews just arriving at the scene. The fire department's still there. Dispatchers in Knox County telling us that 2 adults and 2 children have been rushed to the hospital suspected of smoke inhalation. Now, we do not know at this point how serious their injuries are. We'll continue to make calls and keep you updated. A Madison County restaurant raised $1,000 to help the Richmond Police Department pay a special tribute to a fallen officer in our nation's capital. In the spring, Officer Daniel Ellis's name will be added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. Last night, Apollo Pizza donated 20% of its sales to help the department pay for the travel expenses of some officers up to Washington, D.C. The owner of the pizza shop says it is important to make sure that Ellis's fellow officers can be there for the ceremony.
I think that's part of how they heal. They know that he's going to be memorialized permanently in the nation's capital and that his passing was not insignificant.
Now, the total cost to send the officers to D.C. is about $7,500. The community says that there will be several more fundraisers that are now in the planning stages.
New on WKYT this morning, Lexington police say a man held 2 people at gunpoint while he sexually abused. One of them, Vicente Juarez, is charged with kidnapping, sodomy, sexual abuse, and terroristic threatening. Police say he threatened to kill the 2 victims while committing the sexual abuse. He will be arraigned this afternoon. An Estill County restaurant is temporarily closed while health investigators try to find the source of a salmonella outbreak. The most recent health inspection at Eagles Roost Sports Bar and Restaurant in Irvin found 6 violations. They included the dishwashing machine not being hot enough and bags of frozen chicken breasts being thawed at room temperature. The report does not say that Eagles Roost is the source of the salmonella outbreak. The owner says the business will be thoroughly cleaned as a precaution. A new report about the future of Lexington City Hall went before the Urban County Council.
And that discussion got heated at times. They even argued about whether to go into a private meeting. This topic of Centerpoint is certainly coming up. A source of a lot of frustration, that big hole in the middle of downtown. WKYT's Mark Barber is live now to explain why some council members are so upset over this. Mark?
Good morning. Consultants are recommending that Lexington city leaders start negotiating with the developers of the Centerpoint development to have them build the new city hall here. Now, they are planning a massive mixed-use development to take shape in the very large gaping hole here in the center of downtown. Now, the city commissioned a study that cost nearly $200,000 to evaluate the best options for a city hall that would take the place of the city's 3 government buildings. 2 of the other options that were recommended during yesterday's work session included the Downtown Transit Center as well as a convention center. Councilmember Bill Farmer called yesterday's debate the most painful thing he has ever endured in public office. He questioned whether the report's findings should have been released in a closed-door session instead of a public meeting. Another council member thinks the pricey report is a waste of money.
I don't think anyone needs to spend $200,000 to be told that Centerpoint is an option, or that the transit center is an option, or the convention center property. I mean, any of us in this room could probably say those are 3 potential sites.
Consultants say if the city decides that building the new city hall here would be the best use of taxpayer dollars, there would be several issues that would need to be addressed with Centerpoint developers, including the size of the office building as well as parking. Consultants, however, say if they do decide to build with the Centerpoint development, there would be clear economic benefits. In Lexington, Mark Barber, back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. We will stay on top of this controversy as we have for these years that this really has gone on. It is 6:36 now in a couple of seconds on WKYT, and 7 people are facing charges in connection to a burglary in eastern Kentucky. Police in Martin County say thousands of dollars worth of items have been taken from a home while the owner was out of town.
This is what they were taking. Tying it up and taking a blanket and sheet in the house. They were taking, this is what they used to carry it out in.
The sheriff's office says it expects to make more arrests.
The mayor of a central Kentucky town has resigned amid allegations that he traded sex for favors with a convicted felon. Shepherdsville Mayor Scott Ellis was charged with solicitation of prostitution last summer. The charge was dropped months ago. The city council accepted Ellis's resignation last night. Brian James, who is married to a council member, was appointed interim mayor. The focus of the 2016 presidential campaign now shifts to South Carolina.
Out of New Hampshire it rolls. Voters handed victory to Republican Donald Trump, with Ohio Governor John Kasich finishing in second place in last night's New Hampshire primary on the GOP side. As for the Democrats, Bernie Sanders defeated Hillary Clinton. WKYT's Jacqueline Policastro caught up with some excited Sanders supporters.
It's a good morning for Bernie Sanders. He pulled off a big win here in New Hampshire, telling voters he defied expectations. We talked to a lot of supporters. Take a listen.
It's nice to have a candidate that hasn't changed over the years what he believes in just to suit the people. Bernie has been saying what he's been saying his whole political career.
He's an exciting candidate. He talks favorably about education and a lot of other issues that are very important to me.
It's been awesome all day. I teach, and being able to encourage my students to vote and get out, and so many of them knowing my position saying, yeah, I'm going out to vote for Bernie too, so it's really great.
He is the person who is going to stand up for the middle class, for the lower class, and lift us up with a political revolution.
Everyone's sick and tired of Main Street politicians, and we just want fresh change.
Next, Bernie Sanders will debate Hillary Clinton one-on-one in Wisconsin, then head to the Nevada caucus and the South Carolina primary. Reporting in Concord, New Hampshire, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
A $1 million home burned to the ground. Fire crews think a hoverboard is to blame. The Nashville Fire Department says the device not only destroyed the mansion, but also put lives at risk. The fire trapped Megan and Brian Fox's 2 teenagers upstairs. The teens were able to smash through windows of the home to escape. One of them had to jump from the 2nd story into her father's arms.
I was just begging her, yelling at her, please jump, baby, please jump. And she jumped out the window without hesitation, and I can't tell you how brave that was.
Well, they do have some cuts and broken bones, but the entire family is okay. This is the second hoverboard fire this department has responded to in just a matter of weeks. Both families know each other and both bought the Turbo Fit F1 hoverboard off Amazon. Really not looking good for those hoverboards.
Right. Well, we've had some local universities ban them. I mean,
Yeah.
lots of concerns about them, certainly.
Well, after a dominant win over Florida at Rupp Arena, the Kentucky Wildcats hit the repeat button last night.
Good timing for this, you know, for the Cats. They cruised past Georgia, holding the Bulldogs to a season low for a UK opponent, and they did it without one of their starters. WKYT's Brian Milam joining us now with some of the highlights. Hey, Brian?
Entering last night, Kentucky had won 33 straight at Rupp Arena. No Alex Poythress last night, but the Cats wouldn't need him. Let's go to the highlights in this one because the UK was just incredible. Derek Willis for the three. Kentucky leads 7-4. They would never trail again. UK on the pick and roll to Marcus Lee for the slam. Everybody applauding that play. We haven't seen a lot of it lately. Jamal Murray, he was just on fire. Three from about 26 feet out. That gives Kentucky a 9-point advantage. Ulis will drive. Passes to Murray, who misses with Scalavissiere right at the rim for the putback. Murray, he was just lights out. Three out of the corner. He had 24 on the night. Here is your play of the night late in the first half. Derek Willis, the steal. And Derek Willis is going to raise the roof. Oh, and the hammer. Take a look at it one more time because it was beautiful. Kentucky destroys Georgia last night. Final score 82-48. That's the highlights we like to see. Back to you.
There was something to see. Thank you very much, Brian. And next up for UK, a road matchup. That is this Saturday as the Cats travel down to South Carolina. Always a big challenge down there in Gamecock country,
Yeah.
so we'll see how it goes. All right, he is known for entertaining the crowd at Rupp Arena, but last night, the dancing man got quite a scare.
Darren Moscow took a tumble down the stairs during the Georgia game. He was carrying a girl who came to dance with him. Ooh, that looks dangerous. Yikes, at the time.
Down they go, yeah.
And that was dangerous, apparently. UK Police Chief Joe Monroe told the Herald Leader that the girl had superficial injuries from the fall. Monroe, who survived extensive surgeries to remove a brain tumor, was not seriously injured either. Glad they weren't seriously hurt.
Yeah, that's the good news, but you can see a lot of people just not really knowing how to react there in the crowd.
Yeah.
6:41 the time on WKYT on your Wednesday.
Let's get a check of traffic right now.
Let's go out, and here is Officer Don at 98.1 The Bull with a check on live drive traffic. Hey, Don.
Good morning. No wrecks right now. We just checked inbound Richmond Road past the circle. That slowdown just the left turn lane, trying to get on the circle, so it looks like it'll clear here shortly. Tates Creek Road still looks good from Man-O-War inbound, by the way, and there's a live look at overall traffic flow this morning. We can see things are looking good coming in from Winchester and Mount Sterling, even Versailles. And on our drive times, clear. Right now, no major delays to deal with. So that's the great news. If you're headed toward Lexington from Paris, it's a normal ride down Paris Pike. Also, you're dealing with about 32 minutes from Richmond across the Clays Ferry Bridge. That's about normal. Now back to you in the studio.
Hey, Don, thank you so much. Kentucky Morning Start with WKYT. We're glad you're with us here on this Wednesday, 6:42 right now.
If diamonds are a girl's best friend, ladies, meet your best buddy. Men, don't forget Valentine's Day right around the corner.
It's really about the temperatures the next couple of days because more snow works its way on in this morning. It starts to fade later on this afternoon. There is some good news in the forecast. I'll show you when coming up next. Looking out on Radar Network, holding on to some snow showers early this morning. You'll get some heavy downpours, but remember, it doesn't add up to much. A coating on there on the roads, maybe upwards of an inch. Down in south and southeastern Kentucky, we're holding on to some of that snow. And you get in the mountainous regions and you just keep adding it up. So just heads up some of the back roads in some of those neighborhoods, no doubt about it, 100%, you will have some snow-covered roads down in the southeast for the most part. Go up toward the west and back toward the northwest. You'll work your way down into Washington County, off toward Marion. Lebanon sitting across 68. 68 at 150, that interchange there in Boyle County. We're holding on to some snow showers early this morning. Harrodsburg, Salvisa, seeing some snow showers up toward Lawrenceburg and Versailles. Versailles getting a downpour at this very moment. And we'll see, remember, you're going to see some snow showers, but a lot of this is still very light. Once we get into the afternoon, it gets much better. 16 degrees there in Lexington, 16 now in Richmond, and also make your way into Frankfort, Somerset, off toward Dunville and Liberty there in Casey County. It's looking good in terms of trying to get this snow on out of here later on this afternoon. But what we're going to be dealing with, mostly morning snow, afternoon is mainly dry. That winter weather advisory will be taken off there at 10 a.m. for everybody because we'll start to see that snow wither away. But bitterly cold wind chills. This morning we're in the single digits. Tomorrow morning we'll be in the single digits. And tomorrow will actually be mainly dry too. But then Friday we get another system. Saturday's mainly dry. Sunday another system. Off into Monday. Very interesting setup Monday. The reason being here is because this is a storm system coming in from the south. That is going to give us the opportunity to deal with more moisture with that cold air. And you say, well, what in the world does that mean? Well, watch this. I'll show you what it means. Here's what we're going to be talking about the next couple of days is the system coming in on Monday. So we're going to be watching this sliding in from the west and from the southwest. Once it slides closer to us, we're going to be holding on to at least that snow chance rolling on through there on Monday. There's your time frame. But watch this. If it moves to the north just 50 to 100 miles, we're talking rain involved. So this is a system that's going to be closely watched in the days to come. But if that happens, I'm leaning more toward the snow event as opposed to rain with snow as of right now. But if that happens, I mean, you're talking about much better accumulation than what we're seeing now and the past couple of days. Those have been very light snowmakers coming in from the north. This is coming in from the south. A totally different system dealing with different moisture content. So that's something to watch out for Sunday night into Monday. But for the most part, guys, I would say the next best chance of snow really looks like Friday until we hit next week. So we are getting some breaks. There's some good news, but the bad news is still very cold. Single digits in most of those mornings. It's just going to be a cold go at it the next several days.
And not above freezing for the forecast period, right?
That's the big problem, right? Yeah.
That's a problem. You got
Right.
it. All right, Micah, thank you. 6:48 right now.
It's called La Sede La Rona, and it's the second largest diamond ever found.
Well said. The Canadian company that owns it held a public competition to find a perfect name for it. La Sede La Rona means our light in the national language in Botswana. That's where the 1,100 carat stone was discovered in November. Look at that. Holding it in both hands. Its price has not been set yet because the stone is too big for conventional scanners used to determine diamonds' worth. Amazing looking bling there, right?
Yes, it's very neat.
All right, good to have you along on WKYT this morning. On your Wednesday, it's Hump Day, and it is coming up on 6:49.
And we have more news up next.
Coming up, Donald Trump joins us in Studio 57 after last night's win in New Hampshire. We'll also talk to John Kasich and Jeb Bush. Plus, what you should and shouldn't eat to get a good night's sleep. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
Coming up, actor Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul, how the new season hopes to match the success of Breaking Bad.
Also, it appears they're getting ready to interview John Kasich, as you see there on CBS This Morning, which is coming up in just a few minutes at 7 o'clock, 6:52 right now on WKYT. And now a breaking news alert out of Knox County with some additional details now on a fire there. Crews working to knock down a fire that has sent 4 people to the hospital.
It's happening right now on Sea Mills Road, north of Barberville. A mobile home caught fire about an hour ago. The fire department is still on the scene. Dispatchers in Knox County tell us 2 adults and 2 children were rushed to the hospital for suspected smoke inhalation. We do not know at this point how serious their injuries are. Be looking for updates on the WKYT News app.
And this is a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day because of all the cold. Rounds of light snow passed through the bluegrass early this morning. That has led now to more than 100 schools closing or canceling classes for today. Remember, Fayette County schools are open today. You can always find a complete list of our closings at WKYT.com. It's billed as the largest Christian music festival in the country, but this year there will be no Ichthus. In a Facebook post, Creation Festival said that they have underestimated the time and financial resources needed to support Ichthus. So for now, they have decided not to hold the festival. They say they are talking with an organization that will consider the festival's future. It was held for many years, and then this year at the Kentucky Horse Park last summer. For many years, it took place at a farm in Wilmore.
It was anti-establishment night at the New Hampshire primaries. A billionaire Republican and political novice, Donald Trump, posted a decisive victory, a once unthinkable first for an enterprise built on the promise of putting America on top and turning politics on its head. Democrats lined up behind Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders while delivering a broad rejection of Hillary Clinton. Travelers aboard a battered Royal Caribbean cruise ship are expected to return home to New Jersey tonight. The ship was headed to Florida over the weekend when it got caught in a powerful storm. Royal Caribbean maintains the wind speeds the ship endured were higher than what was forecast. Many Christians around the world begin observances of Lent today. Ash Wednesday launches the 40-day Lent period that in the Western Church lasts until midnight on Easter Sunday. During that time, many believers will give up something such as their favorite food or pleasurable activities. The observance of Lent dates back to the 4th century.
It's 6:54 now on WKYT, and right now on WKYT.com. Again, we have more than 100 closings and delays now, and you can always find those. The complete list, just click on the bar right on our homepage. It's always there when we have those coming in. It is another first alert severe weather day. We anticipate a bitterly cold day ahead. Some snow showers be rolling through from time to time. We have real-time observations, including our First Alert Defender Network, and your updated forecast from Micah is always there as well. Also trending this morning, the tension at Lexington's City Council meeting over how to proceed on a new City Hall and whether it should be a part of the Centerpoint development, which for now, of course, is that huge hole in the middle of downtown. Ongoing controversy. We'll stay on top of the story, see where it goes. Are the Kentucky Wildcats coming together at just the right time? Well, they trounced Georgia last night. The Cats look good, both halves, and they got good play out of the guards. Some fantastic shots made. The Cats beat the Dogs 82-48. Next up for the Wildcats, a trip to South Carolina. On Kentucky.com, more details about the U.S. Supreme Court putting the brakes on the Obama administration's Clean Power Plan. It's designed to cut emissions. There's been bipartisan praise for the ruling in Kentucky from many who consider it as a victory for coal. Darren Moscow, known as the dancing man at UK Games, took a tumble last night while carrying a girl who had joined him in his dance. Everybody's okay, it looks like, but that video certainly is making the rounds this morning, and there it is again. That, again, from Kentucky.com in the story. More background on him as well there. All right, CBS This Morning is coming up shortly with your Eye Opener, and we will have local updates as well. They're getting ready to go there at the CBS Broadcast Center in New York. Join us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter. And for the latest anytime, WKYT.com.
And things look pretty good there on the roadways. This is a real-time look at live drive traffic, current traffic. No real issues whatsoever. I've heard of multiple reports of some snow there on the ground making its way into Harrodsburg and Versailles. So areas are going to get that very light snow in terms of how much builds up on the roads, but you know, you can get some heavy downpours out of these. Just keep that in mind. It fades during the morning, guys. Afternoon looks much better, mainly dry, but still cold.
Oh, man, it is cold, isn't it?
That it is. Nobody's more up to date than you. Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT.
Try to stay warm out there.